Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of WP the Podcast. I'm your host, Tim Streifler. My co-host, David Blackman, is still traveling. So eventually he will be back on with me. But for now, it is just me. And today we are talking about the WordPress SEO plugin basics that you should know. Now, I want to start this off by saying an SEO plugin is not going to make or break your rankings in a search engine, right? So whatever plugin you choose, you're not going to rank better using Yoast than you do with another plugin. So I want to make that clear that really doesn't determine your rankings. And really at the end of the day, all it is a way for you to be able to add title tags and meta descriptions easily. Like there's other features, but that's the main thing. And so I wanted to talk about that because a lot of people put a lot of weight on the SEO plugin that they choose and the features that they provide. Now, really, you don't need an SEO plugin. But in terms of being able to, like, for example, setting your title tags and your meta descriptions and stuff like that, the SEO plugin just makes it super easy. So you can do that on a per page, per post, per custom post type basis. So that's the really, like, if you kind of strip everything else away on what the plugin is actually doing, that's really it, is it allows you to easily add your title tags and your meta descriptions. Like in terms of what actually will make a difference with SEO, that's it. Now, it used to be that these SEO plugins would allow you to easily create sitemaps, auto update and stuff. WordPress actually has that built in now, so it's not as necessary of a feature, but it still has that feature in there, which is handy. And then beyond that, like the SEO plugins will have features where you can like choose a keyword, a focus keyword for a specific page, and then it'll kind of rank your content based on how well you cover that keyword and if you use it enough times. And so it kind of has some, like, I guess, helpful features to be able to make sure that your content isn't too thin and stuff like that. And those are just kind of add-ons that really aren't going to affect your rankings, but might be a helpful tool if you're brand new to SEO and that sort of thing. So again, just don't put a lot of weight on the SEO plugin that you choose. Make sure it doesn't have any conflicts with your setup, and then choose the SEO plugin that really makes the most sense to you. I use Yoast. I've always used Yoast. It's always worked well for me. I've never had issues. It's the most popular. And yeah, they've been doing it for a while. They know what they're doing. And again, it's like I don't really put a lot of weight on the plugin itself. And so that's why it doesn't really matter to me too much. So those are some things just to keep in mind with using a WordPress SEO plugin. There's SEO framework. There's, I think, all-in-one SEO. I don't even really know. All I know is that I use Yoast. So yeah, hopefully that's helpful and kind of clears things up for you with using an SEO plugin, because really at the end of the day, it's going to come down to your content and your brand and how much people like what you're putting out there. And if they like it, they'll link to it, and all those types of things from a long-term perspective will add up to help you rank well in the search engines. But the plugin that you use, it's not going to matter. So that is it for this episode. Tomorrow, we are talking about, can your WordPress host do this? So I'm going to cover some important features that if maybe you're in the market for a new host, or if you're not quite happy with your host, or if you're just wondering if you have a good host, well, these are some things, some benchmark features that you should be looking for. So until then, take care. Bye-bye.